Hey guys, it's Corey. Welcome back to Living the Low Carb Life with Corey. Today we're going to do a quick recipe video, and it's a good one. We are going to be trying a new recipe, so it could end up as a fail video, but fingers crossed it turns out amazing. Today we are going to be making pecan chocolate chunk low carb, keto, gluten-free cookies. Fingers crossed this one works out because it sounds amazing. Here we go. All right, so for ingredients, we have a low sugar chocolate bar, some butter, baking soda, vanilla, 1 egg, some pecans, xanthan gum, coconut flour, almond flour, salt, and a sweetener. So to start off this recipe, we're going to use 1 1/4 cup almond flour, about 3 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. Then you're going to mix it all together and set it aside. Next, you're going to take about 1/2 cup of butter and put it in a separate bowl. Using an electric mixer, you're going to cream it so it's nice and fluffy. Now we're going to add our sweetener. Because I find Truvia has a bit of an aftertaste, I reduced the amount that I put in the recipe. So I put in about 6 tablespoons instead of the recommended 9. Once you've creamed that butter and sweetener together, we're going to go ahead and add about 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. Now we're going to slowly add in the almond flour coconut flour mixture. So what I did was add about half of the mixture, then blended it up, and then added the other half. So now we're going to prepare our chocolate. I've just purchased a sugar-free chocolate bar. So this one has 14 grams of carbs, minus 5 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of maltitol, making it 0 grams of net carbs. So I ended up using about 1/2 cup of chocolate or so. So all I did was break it up into bits and added it to our dough. Next, I used about 1/4 cup of pecan pieces and added those to our dough as well. Okay, so I didn't read the whole recipe and I didn't realize it has to chill in the fridge for an hour before you can put it in the oven. So I've just put it in the fridge. So far it looks really, really good. The consistency is just like most other cookie doughs that I've made before. Did a little taste test and it tasted pretty good. I find that stevia has a bit of a aftertaste and it wasn't really that strong in the cookie dough when I tasted it. So hopefully, since I reduced the amount of stevia that the recipe called for, it'll take away from that bitter taste. So we'll see in an hour. So the dough looks great and it's ready to go into the pan. So we're gonna heat the oven to 350 degrees and bake them for about 12 to 13 minutes. Okay, so these have been in the oven for 13 minutes and they look amazing. I cannot wait to try them. All right, sorry about my really poor lighting. It is the evening, my daylight is gone. I finally have a chance to check in. So we had an amazing dinner. We made low carb meatballs and this really good creamy Brussels sprout thing. It was delicious. Anyways, after dinner, I had a chance to bake the cookies. Oh my goodness. Why have I not made these before? They are so delicious. You guys really have to give these a shot. They're so, so good. So a couple things I did notice though, I'm glad that I reduced the amount of stevia that I used because even with using, I think I did 6 tablespoons, it was plenty sweet enough. Like any more and I would have had that bitter cold stevia aftertaste. Also, I think I probably could have done a little bit more xanthan gum. That's usually what you use to bind things, that and the egg. And I think with a little bit more, they would have held together a bit better because they are just a little bit, not crumbly, but they do kind of fall apart just a wee bit, especially when they've just come out of the oven. Taste-wise though, holy cow. These things are like a normal chocolate chip cookie. And then the pecan in there really sets the flavors off. I'm gonna do my best to link the recipe in the description below. So let's do a carb count for these cookies. So according to the recipe, it said that it would make 12 cookies and they were 4 grams of carbs each. So the ones that I made, I must have made them a little bit smaller, but I made about 20. So I'm just gonna err on the side of caution and say that they're about 3 grams of carbs each. Even though I know that that's a little bit higher than they actually are, it'll help keep me a little bit more accountable so that I don't eat the entire tray because they're delicious. They are also husband approved. My husband tried them, loved them. So give these a shot. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, let me know. Throw a comment down below and make sure you subscribe to Living the Low Carb Life with Corey. Thanks for watching.